Hi folks, we're going to take a look at question 1D from part A of the Unit 3 assignment. So they give us this function here and they want us to find the first and second derivative. Okay, so let's start with the first derivative. So g prime of t is going to be equal to, so here we're going to have to use a chain rule. So this is like my u, so derivative ln u is 1 over u. So 1 over t plus square root of 1 plus t squared, okay, times the derivative of u with respect to t. Okay. So here, derivative of t is just 1, plus here we'll have to use a chain rule again. So now this 1 plus t squared is like my u, so that's just 1/2 times u, 1 plus t squared to the negative 1/2 times the derivative of u. So derivative of 1 plus t squared is just 2t. Okay. Now, since I need to find the second derivative, it makes a lot more sense to try to simplify this, because this would be quite complicated to take the second derivative. So let's go ahead and do that. So I notice here that some of this stuff is going to go into the denominator. So I'm going to want to write the whole numerator as a single fraction. So let me start by just working with the numerator here. So what do we have? We have 1 plus, okay, here let's reduce a bit. We got 2. So the only thing that's left in the numerator here is the t, and over that's just going to be the square root of 1 plus t squared, but in the denominator. And of course, that's all over t plus square root of 1 plus t squared. Okay, so now I'm just going to add the numerator together so that I can write it as a single fraction. So here, common denominator, 1 plus t squared, which I'm going to have to multiply to the 1. So we have square root of 1 plus t squared, plus, no need to multiply anything to the t. And maybe you can see where this is going now. Denominator, square root 1 plus t squared, all over that one there, t plus square root of 1 plus t squared. Okay, and here we realize that this expression in the numerator is exactly the same as that expression in the denominator. So these things reduce, and I'm just left with 1 over square root of 1 plus t squared. Okay, so in the end, as bad as this looked, at the beginning, it ended up reducing quite easily. Okay, and so now if I'm looking for the second derivative, okay, that becomes a lot easier. So first of all, I'll take the derivative instead of working it. I definitely don't want to use the quotient rule, so I'll just rewrite this as 1 plus t squared to the 1/2. Oh, sorry, to the negative 1/2. So it's in the denominator, and so here we have negative 1/2 times 1 plus t squared to the negative 3/2 times the derivative of 1 plus t squared, which is 2t. Okay, now I might as well go ahead and simplify it since that's pretty easy. So the t's cancel out again, and the only thing I'm left in the numerator will be the negative 1. So negative 1 over 1 plus t squared to the 3/2. Okay, and there we have it. So just a reminder here to really be careful when simplifying the derivatives of these functions, because it might turn out to be quite nice like this one here. Okay, that's it for this one.